Shane Bigham. China's health authorities say they'll no longer release the number of asymptomatic COVID carriers in the country. Since COVID testing is now conducted on a voluntary basis, the National Health Commission says it's impossible to monitor the actual number of asymptomatic cases. In addition, the Commission plans to roll out a second round of COVID vaccine booster shots for high-risk groups of people. People aged over 60 or those with underlying diseases or weak immunity who had their booster shots over 6 months ago will get a second booster. A majority of people in China have so far received 2 shots and a booster, all inactivated vaccines from Sinopharm or Sinovac. The NHC says a vaccine type different from the previous inoculations is preferred for the booster shots. Leaders of the UN Biodiversity Conference in Montreal are searching for sustainable solutions to protect the environment. A lot of work needs to be done to reach a deal on conservation. Edith Tianchen has more.
Earlier on Tuesday, we received the mid-conference briefing from the officials that we have now reached the halfway mark here as delegations from nearly 200 countries have been here for a week already trying to agree on hundreds of pages of text, essentially. And officials here say they still have a lot more work in this coming week before ministers arrive from several countries and they start holding the high-level meetings.
The Belgian authorities have accused 4 European officials of criminal organization, money laundering, and corruption, and they'll attend a pretrial hearing on Wednesday. Among the accused is Eva Kaili, Vice President of the European Parliament. The Parliament has voted to end her term in office, stripping her of her position. Alex Cadier reports.
This scandal is going to keep rumbling on here in Brussels. 625 MEPs voting to strip her of her title and to end her tenure as Vice President, an overwhelming majority. The implication there is that the Parliament views that she has been found guilty or at least is being involved in some serious misconduct. And that's part of the criticism that you're also hearing in Brussels is that, well, we need to let the judicial process run its course and for the innocence before being proven guilty to be maintained in the case of Eva Kaili and others in this case as well, as she's not been found guilty by a court. She has been charged, one of 4 people charged. And so there is criticism of the European Parliament, but it is clear that the Parliament is moving very, very swiftly to distance itself and to make it clear that it will not tolerate even allegations of corruption.
Officials say the United States is finalizing plans to send the Patriot missile defense system to Ukraine, a decision which could be announced as soon as this week. Ukraine's asked its Western partners for air defenses, including U.S.-made Patriot systems, to protect it from Russian missile bombardment. The Patriot's considered to be one of the most advanced U.S. air defense systems and is usually in short supply, with allies around the world vying for it. Peru's new president's called for earlier elections as protests intensified in several parts of the South American country. Former President Pedro Castillo's supporters are demanding his release and his successor, Dina Bolarte's resignation. 7 people have died in clashes between protesters and security forces. Dan Collins has more.
The protests turned deadly in the southern Peruvian city of Andahuaylas. 5 teenagers were among those killed by firearms in clashes with police. The deaths have inflamed other protests across the country, marked by a week of widespread vandalism and looting. Demonstrators took control of the airport in Peru's second largest city, Arequipa, and airlines have cancelled flights there, as well as to Cusco, Peru's tourism capital. In Lima, protesters fought running battles with riot police overnight. Protesters support Castillo, who was ousted last week after attempting to shutter Congress and rule by decree to avoid an impeachment vote. He was swiftly replaced by Vice President Dina Boluarte, pledged to hold early elections in 2024.
At least 141 people died in floods and landslides caused by heavy rains that hit the capital city of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The authorities also noted that over 38,000 households were flooded and around 280 houses collapsed, while the highway connecting Kinshasa to the port city of Matadi was severely damaged. And that's the news. I'm Shane Bigham.